Hi, today I'm going to do a pick a card or pick a deck tarot reading of what your potential is. I have never done a reading like this on my channel before. I do them for myself because I think that it's a really empowering topic for a pick a card reading or for a tarot reading in general. And for my channel, I really want to focus more on empowering pick a card readings, like what is your potential, what do people love about you, and all that kind of stuff. Because I offer one-on-one tarot readings on my Etsy shop, on my Buy Me a Coffee page, and I'm actually working on a website. And the thing that I found about why I want to offer my tarot reading services is because I want to empower you to feel great about yourself, to feel confident in yourself, confident in your decisions, confident about your path, your potential. So yeah, I am working on a website to offer my tarot services, and those will be a little bit higher than what I offer my readings for on Etsy right now. The website is not live yet. I'm still working on it. It will be live next week with pictures of me. So I won't be anonymous anymore, which is a little bit strange, but I was anonymous when I started, or I'm still anonymous on this channel because nobody in my life knew that I did this. But I recently came out to my boyfriend with whom I live together that I do this, and he's completely supportive, which is really, really nice. So yeah, I will start sharing my face on this channel and on my TikTok, Instagram, and on my website. So this reading will also be a little bit different than usual because my usual reading style is that I pull cards, put them together, kind of freestyle, connect them together. But I recently started dabbling into tarot spreads, and then I pull a couple of cards per place in a spread, if that makes sense. So for this video, I will use the spread of you, your path, your potential, and I will pull 2 or 3 cards per place, and then I will pull oracle cards for additional messages. So to go through the piles, for pile number 1, I have my Modern Witch Tarot deck with the Snowflake Obsidian crystal. Then for pile number 2, I have my Good Karma Tarot deck with the Golden Healer crystal. For pile number 3, I have my True Heart Intuitive Tarot deck with the Moonstone. And oh no, my nail polish is chipped. And then for pile number 4, I have my Magical Dogs Tarot deck, which is new in my collection. This is the newest tarot deck in my collection. And the flip through of this deck will be up on Sunday. And I have the Angel Aura Quartz crystal, yeah. So I am also going to go through the oracle decks that I'll be using, so I don't have to say it during the reading. If you don't care about that, skip ahead to the timestamp that I will put in the description box. And I will always also list all the decks that I use in the description box anyway. So now I'm going to go through the oracle decks that I'm going to be using. Then I also want to pull from my Sacred Self-Care oracle deck, which has self-care prompts of things that you can do. And I feel like this is a very empowering self-care deck to pull from in readings. Then I have the Believe in Your Own Magic oracle deck, another very empowering oracle deck. And then one that I have not used yet on any of my readings is these. These are intuition cards, and these are Dutch because I'm from the Netherlands. And I recently subscribed to the Cosmic box, which is a witchy themed box. And with my first purchase, I got these for free. And these are intuition cards. So I'm going to be pulling from these as well. So yeah, we have pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip to your timestamp to see what your potential is. Hi, pile number 1, you chose the Modern Witch Tarot deck and the Snowflake Obsidian crystal. Let's see what your potential is. So I'm going to be pulling cards for you, your path, and your potential. So I am just going to shuffle this. I already pre-shuffled all of the decks, of course, but I like shuffling. So I want 2 or 3 cards for what represents you right now. How many did I get? I do think I got 3, yeah. So I got 3 for you. I want 3 for your path. And 3 for your potential. So here we go. These already turned around when I pulled them. So let's see how I can get them all into frame. So I recently also started reading reversals. Sometimes a little bit daunting, but I do feel like it has given me way more specific readings. So first we have the Strength upright, the 6 of Cups and the 2 of Cups, both in reverse. So this makes me feel like you are really longing for maybe something that you had in your childhood, or you had a childhood dream that didn't necessarily come true, and you are kind of longing for that, or I feel like that is something that you are holding on to, and that is kind of making you forget your strengths. So what is it that you are good at? So what I feel here is that you are looking to the past. I feel like you are looking and holding on to something from the past, but you're not looking at what you're good at. I feel like there's something, you may be a water sign or water rising sign, or have a lot of water in your birth chart, because we do have 2 of the Cups here and 1 Strength card, which represents or is associated to Leo. So I feel like you are holding on to something from the past. You're not really looking forward. You're being dependent on your past idea of yourself. Is there something, I feel like you're almost jealous of your past self. So what is it that your past self did or wanted that you don't have right now, or that you're not doing right now? I definitely feel like you are living in the past a little bit too much, and you need to focus more on looking ahead, looking to the future. You need to move on from what you feel is holding you back right now. And with the 2 of Cups reversed, it indicates that there's some sort of imbalance or sort of disharmony or lack of communication. I feel like this represents you. So there is a lack of communication within yourself, something that you're not telling yourself, that you refuse to tell yourself, that maybe this thing that you're holding on to in the past is not for you anymore. And that is, I understand that is sometimes a little bit scary if you have this idea within yourself that you have held on to for a long time, and that it's just not working out. And that might be a little bit hard to hear, but we're gonna go on to what your path is and your potential. So I think it is very important that you really be honest with yourself, and that you kind of find your balance within yourself again. Be honest about yourself, what you want, on what path that you are. Yeah, I think that is what I'm getting so far. So let's see what your path is. With the Page of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. Again, we have the 3 of Swords, which indicates some kind of disappointment, some kind of betrayal, heartbreak. I feel like I need to sneeze. Ooh. And the 5 of Cups, you can also see here that she is focusing on the disappointment, and she's looking at what is gone, what is already gone, what is already not available anymore. And she is not seeing first of all, the 2 cups that are still upright here, but she's also not seeing this bridge and this city that can have a lot of potential for them. So I feel like you chose this reading because you want to know what your potential is, and I feel like you might be somehow really, really lost. That is what I'm getting here, that you are really holding on to the past, and I feel like this has already happened, or this is some place where you are right now, that disappointment, that feeling lost, the feeling, yeah. I'm feeling a whole lot of things. I feel like this is the place that you are in right now, and how you feel. You feel disappointed, you feel rejected, you feel very lost. But what you're not seeing is that the Page of Pentacles is bearing new opportunities. They are about manifestation. So if you kind of have forgotten your potential, if you don't really know what's going on right now, and you're really focusing on what you don't have, I want to strongly urge you to start manifesting, to start maybe journaling, write down what it is that you want, and write it down in a way that you already have it. So because that is kind of how manifestation, I feel how manifestation works. So work with intentions, work with, and I'm saying this because this is your path. So you should follow the path of the Page of Pentacles, because she is on top of this stack here. And I feel like this feeling of the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords is what is leading you into the behavior of the Page of Pentacles, which is empowering you or encouraging you to focus on growth and focus on networking and focus on manifestation, and start getting enthusiastic about what it is that you want to do. So let's see here your potential. What is your potential? We have the Empress, we have the Page of Cups reversed, and we have the Queen of Wands. So we have a lot of very strong feminine energy here. We have the Empress, which is who is associated with Venus. So really that self-love. So if that is something that you are struggling right now, that is definitely what is in your future, or what is your potential. I'm saying potential because you still have to work towards it. If I say, oh, it's definitely in your future, you're just gonna sit back and wait for it to happen. But this is your potential, and it will only happen if you work for it. So this is where you are now. This is your potential, where you could be, and this is how you want to get there. It is letting go of this disappointment, letting go of these rejected feelings, letting go of only looking at the negative side of things, and start manifesting, start focusing on your growth, and look at new opportunities that are happening for you. And that is how you can get here. So we have the Empress, which is associated with Venus, like I said. Oh, so again, we have abundance. There is abundance in your, I don't think I already mentioned it, but the Page of Pentacles is also associated with the keyword of abundance, as is the Empress. So there is contentment, there is nurturing, compassion in your potential. And I feel like this is not only the potential that you have for others, not only that you are compassionate and healing and a mother towards others, but that you can be that for yourself. I don't know if you have been trying to get pregnant, and that this is what this Six of Cups reversed means for you, because this is a card that is associated with children. So for some of you, this could mean that you've been having trouble getting pregnant. And I definitely don't feel like tarot cards will tell you if you can get pregnant or if you will become a mother, but I do feel like you have the potential to be a great mother or to be a great parental figure. And that is definitely, what it says here that your potential is. There is this nurturing thing about the Empress. So I feel like, because this is about you, this is not necessarily about what other people can do for you. I feel like this represents the person that you can be for yourself. So you can be nurturing, you can be comforting to yourself, and there's healing in your potential for yourself. So if there's something that you feel like you've been wanting to heal, then that is definitely in your potential. Then we also have the Queen of Wands here, and I'm starting with the ones that are upright. But the Queen of Wands, she is creative, she is fiery. You know, the The suit of wands is associated with the element of fire. So there is this creative energy within you that and that is part of your potential. There is a potential of being very creative and doing what it is that you love to do. There is this independence in your potential, a warmth, and a successful career. So if you are looking for a sign, if you are maybe on the right path, or this card does indicate being successful, being confident, and I feel like that is this is like, okay, so this is your potential, but I feel like this is what you need to channel as well, because we have this confidence, we have this nurturing feeling for yourself, and this is what you need to start doing for yourself. And then we also have the Page of Cups in the middle, and I feel like this is almost some sort of warning that if you don't take the right steps, if you keep focusing on this Five of Cups and on this Three of Swords, then this is what could happen. So not only are there good things in your potential, there's also something in your potential that if you keep going on this path of negativity and just looking at what's not there, then it's, how do I want to say this? The Page of Cups reverse is associated with having very scattered thoughts, so and kind of jumping ahead. So I feel like if you keep on this path of negativity, then what's gonna happen is that you're just not gonna figure out what is right for you, what's the right path for you, what is the right, and you won't get where you want to be. That is what I am getting from here. So, okay, we have the tarot spread all done. Let's see what I really want to pull from these intuition cards, which are Dutch. So if you're not Dutch, I'm just going to translate it for you. Oh, we have onderzoek, which means research. And it says that you don't have all the information and you should research your options. So that could maybe be for, let's see, I feel like it relates to the Page of Pentacles, which is focused on growth, but you don't have all the knowledge, all the information yet to get where you want to be. So there's something that you need to start researching. Ooh, we have rust, which is rest. Allow yourself to rest so you can move on with new energy. And I think that that is a very important message always. It is very much self-care related, which makes me want to pull out my Sacred Self-Care Oracle. I feel like maybe you have been very scattered. I pulled it next to the Page of Cups, so I feel like your thoughts have been very scattered and you're just unsure of your path, of your potential, of course, which is why you are here in this reading. And this card just encourages you to allow yourself to rest so you can, like it says, move on with new energies. So we have here flow like water, and we have deep breathing. So again, this rest wants you, or this rest card along with the deep breathing card wants you to take a deep breath. I'm gonna go with you because I'm getting all this energy too right now. So just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, if that's how you say it. And I feel like breathing exercise, yeah, okay. Breathing exercises. So that is something that I associate with this card. Deep breathing, find some breathing exercises you can do to really calm yourself down. And then we have flow with water, which really wants you to go with the flow, to not be too stubborn. And I feel like it pulls here. I pulled it here with the research card, so it really encourages you to do your research and go with what you find. Don't I feel like it also almost wants you to not be stubborn. I did pull it here with the strength card, which is associated with the zodiac sign of Leo. I am a Leo sun. I know we can be pretty stubborn And this kind of encourages you to not be too stubborn, to really go with the flow and to allow yourself to manifest, allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to reach your full potential and to not be too stubborn about certain things. Now, I just want to pull one card, or however many cards I feel like pulling from the Believe You're in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. Oh, we have lavender. Surround yourself with love. So if there are people in your life right now who are not giving you love, who are not giving you the things that you need, I'm not saying that you need to claim like a lot of attention, but we also have the Two of Cups reversed here, which makes me feel like you are not receiving the love that you feel like you need right now. Surround yourself with the people who do love you, and also give that love back, but just to the people who give it to you too, if that makes sense. Whew, so pile number 1, who chose the Snowflake, Obsidian, and the Modern Witch Tarot deck, I would love to hear from you what your thoughts are on this reading. It was a different kind of style, but I thought we were pretty deep into your reading. So I really enjoy doing these kinds of spreads. So I would love to hear from you in the comments down below what your thoughts are on this reading, and how it resonated for you, and what if you feel like sharing what your steps are. So if you want to book a personal one-on-one reading, you can do so through my Etsy shop or my Buy Me a Coffee link. They will be in the pinned comment in the description box. And once my website is live and you can book a reading through there, we can work on all of this more in depth. So, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more tarot readings, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up, comment down below anything you want. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. Hi, pile number 2. You chose the Good Karma Tarot deck with the Golden Healer crystal. This is actually the crystal that I store with my deck, and this is the only deck that I actually store with a crystal in its deck. So we are going to look at what your potential is, and if you chose this deck, then you probably are, I don't know, attracted to something that is called a healer, something that is as optimistic and bright and fun as the yellow bags of the Good Karma Tarot deck. So we're gonna pull for you, your path, and your potential. So I want 3 cards for you. 1, 2, and 3. I want 3 cards for your path. And I want 3 cards for your potential. Woo. So there we go. That was a little bit messy, but these cards are a little glossy and slidey and everything. So we're first going to go through what represents you. Ooh, okay. So let's put them all together. These cards are a little bit bigger than my previous ones. So we have a lot of fire energy, which makes me feel like you could be a fire sign, or you have a lot of fire in your chart. Because we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, both from the Suit of Wands, which is associated with fire, which is the fire element. And then we have the Tower reversed, which is associated with Mars, which of course is the ruling planet of Aries, which is also a fire sign. Ooh, so we have a very fiery personality. I feel like you are, on one hand, you are confident about who you are and what your potential is. I do feel like you are somehow confident in that, but I also, because we have the Tower reverse, makes me feel like you are almost afraid of being like, okay, so the Tower is a card that represents quick changes that aren't always necessarily easy, and I feel like that is something that you are afraid of. So maybe you even went into this reading being afraid that the Tower card was gonna come up. That is kind of the feeling that I'm getting, or that the energy of the Tower will come up in your reading. So like I said, I do feel like you have this this confidence about you, and I feel like you know that you can be, or that you are a great leader if you get the chance. You are somebody who is compassionate and who loves being that fire for other people. But then in the back of your mind is this fear of it being taken away, or the fear of other people not seeing that from you. But I do feel like you are a creative person, and that you have a lot of passions that are making it harder for you to find out what your right path is, or what your right potential is, what you need to go through. So let's see, these cards are for path. Are you kidding me? We have more wands. So we have the Two of Wands, which indicates planning ahead, knowing your potential is really one of the words that comes into mind with the Two of Wands. And then we have the Seven of Wands, which indicates there being some sort of a competition, or some sort of struggle, other people are trying to bring you down. That is what I'm getting from the Seven of Wands. And with the World is some sort of accomplishment, graduation maybe, which right now is a time that many people are graduating. At least that's where here in the Netherlands. So I feel like this path tells you that you have already been working hard, and you have really had to persevere to the things that you are having accomplished right now. If you are also working on graduating, or if this is a time that you should have graduated but it's turning out to be a little harder, the Two of Wands card really says, or is associated with planning ahead, having a lot of ambition, having decisions to be made. And I feel like there's almost how do I say this? You've been wanting to make these decisions for a while, but it's only now, or you're waiting for this world moment. So this accomplishment, this finishing up college maybe, or something else, some kind of closure, or some kind of completion. You've been waiting for that to happen till you make your decisions. But is that right? Do you really need to wait for certain things to happen before you can make a decision? And for some things, yes, but not for everything. So the Seven of Wands can also indicate the need to defend yourself, which makes sense having it pulled next to the card of the Tower reverse, which to me signifies that you are afraid of what other people think of you. And how do I want to say this? There's something that is in my mind that I can't bring into words. Okay, I had to sit with this for a little bit, and I decided to just open up your cards for your potential to hopefully have a little bit better understanding for your reading. So we have the Six of Coins, Ace of Coins, and the Emperor. Again, we have this fire energy from the Emperor because it is associated to the sign of Aries, which the Tower is the ruling, or the Mars is the ruling planet of Aries. And we also have more Earth energy, really those material possessions, earthly possessions, with the coins. We have the Six of Coins, which is about generosity, about giving, but also about receiving. So your potential is that there is a lot that you have to give, but you first need to look at the opportunities that are presented to you. The Ace of Coins is a card of opportunities. Take leadership of your opportunities. First, take care of yourself and know that you are in the right place for you. Know that you are where you need to be, and then you can be as generous as you feel people are being to you, if that makes sense. So the path that you need to take is, there are always decisions to be made, and I feel like you don't need to wait for, you don't always need to wait for a specific moment to be able to make those decisions. And there will be perseverance. There will be people who will be sort of rivals to you, or who will challenge you, but as long as you are confident about your potential, about where it is that you need to go. You have here the Emperor is your potential. It's Aries energy, it's leadership energy, it's being proud of your, I don't want to say your power, but almost your authority. You can see here she is, or they are taking on the city. They have plans in their hands, and they have the power, they have the plans, they have the authority to take over the city, and not like in a dictator way, but in a leadership way. They have control over their lives, and you have the control over your potential. So if you currently are feeling like you're not in control, know that you are, and there will be accomplishment in your path. There will be fruition, happiness, completion in your path. One of your potential is to be a great leader and to be a great authority, for in your own path that is in your potential. You have the potential for great opportunities as long as you keep your eyes open to them. And there is this generosity. You can either be the giver or you can be the receiver. That is totally up to you. So I want to pull some cards. These are intuition cards. These are Dutch, but of course I will translate them for you. We have laat los, letting go. Let go of what you don't need and make room for the positive. I think that is a very powerful message. Letting go of what it is that you don't need anymore. Letting go of what is not serving you. Letting go. I put it here in the middle, and we have the Tower reverse here. Let go of all of that fear. And I know that is way easier said than done. But once you let go of your fear of change, you allow change to happen, and you don't have to put up your boundaries, don't have to pull up your walls to changes, because change is good. Change brings opportunities. So change is good. And then we have bewustzijn, which means awareness. Yeah, awareness. Create more awareness by connecting to yourself. That is an interesting one. There is no guidebook with this, so it really is all about my own intuition and how I interpret these cards. So create more, what did I say? Create more, I said a word, I totally lost it right now. Awareness. Create more awareness by connecting to yourself. I think you need to connect to your strong suits. So there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of fire. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 9 cards that are 6 out of 9 cards that are fire. So there is something within the element of fire that is your strong suit. So whether it is confidence, leadership abilities, whether it is having a lot of passions, or being really good at what you are passionate about, and perseverance, those are your strong suits. And that is what you need to be more aware of what are your strong suits. Because, okay, you are here because you wanted to know your potentials, which to me says that you aren't aware of your potential, you aren't aware of your talents and how you can get to your potential yet. So I really hope that this reading helped with that. Then I also want to pull from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. Look to the stars. Are you into astrology? I tend to connect a couple of cards with astrology, like mostly the major arcana. But if you are into astrology, then maybe, it says here, look to the stars. So there might be something in astrology that can help you in your path to your potential. I'm personally not an astrologer, and it's really hard for me right now to help you with this and to help you look to the stars, because I don't know your birth chart. But that is something that you can do yourself. And then we have ground yourself. We have this earth energy here. We have a lot of fire energy. And I feel like when you have a lot of fire energy, it can be really hard to sort of calm yourself down, ground yourself, and that is what this card encourages you to do. So whether that is, you can see here, meditation, you have the colors of the chakras here. If you are into chakra healing, chakra meditation, that is something that you could do. But to really allow yourself to calm down for a moment and to not be all go, 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 but to really take a moment for yourself and to see what the plans are, what it is that you want to accomplish. So the last card that I want to pull is from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. Let's see what they have to say for you. We have Sundress, do it for you. So I love that. This is like when you put on a dress. I wear dresses, and when I wear a dress, I do that for me because I want to. And I feel like you need to do more of the things for you. You may be doing right now a lot of things that you feel other people want you to do. But when is the last time that you did something for yourself? And that is what this card encourages you to do. This card really wants you to do things for yourself more often. So pile number 2, this was your reading. I would love to hear from you what your thoughts are on this reading. I feel like this was a little bit more rambly and a little bit more scattered and scrambled than the last reading, but that might just be because your energy is a lot more scrambled. And I hope that this reading helped. If you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the links in the pinned comment, either through my Etsy shop or my Buy Me a Coffee page. Next week, you will be able to do so through my own website. So yeah, if you want to support me on this channel, you can subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what your thoughts are on this reading, what your steps are, what your takeaways are from this reading. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, pile number 3. You chose the True Heart Intuitive Tarot deck with the Moonstone crystals. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to pull 3 cards each for you, your path, and your potential. So let's see. I also recently started reading with reversals with a couple of decks, including this one, because I feel like it gives me more specific readings, and I found that to be really useful, especially with these kinds of spreads. So we have for you, then let's see, we have for your path, and let's see 3 cards for your potential. We have these 3. Okay, so let's first look at the cards that represent you. We have the Prince of Swords reversed, the Princess of Wands, and then we have the Sun reversed. So the first thing, I hope that everything is in frame. Let me scooch it a little bit. So yeah, the print of the, or what I wanted to say first, the Sun reversed makes me feel like you are a pessimist. Am I right? Because the Sun is a very optimistic, joyful, happy kind of card. So it being in reverse makes me feel like you are a very pessimistic person. I would love to know if that is correct. And then we have the, let's see. First, I want to talk about the Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands in other tarot decks, which is a card of being optimistic and being ambitious. So maybe you do have a lot of ambition. You love to discover new things. You're somebody who does discover a lot of things. So we have fire energy, air energy. So I do feel like you are somebody who is often starts off very optimistic about things, with a lot of new ideas and having a lot of ambition and often starting new things. But I feel like after a while you get kind of pessimistic, you kind of lose interest, and that is kind of what your problem might be with why you want a reading on what your potential is. And then we have the Prince of Swords reversed, which I think is interesting because the Prince of Swords upright is somebody who very quickly gets into things. They can be very I do think that you are somebody who is impulsive. We have the Prince of Swords reversed, which kind of makes me feel like the less desirable traits of the Prince of Swords, which is very impulsive, sometimes kind of rude. Maybe that rudeness comes more from your pessimistic side, and I'm not saying that you're rude towards other people, but maybe you're kind of rude to yourself, and that you don't always allow yourself to finish things, finish the things that you start with the energy of the Princess of Wands. I feel like when you do achieve something, you can't really, or you don't allow yourself to be in a place to enjoy your success. I feel like you are kind of impatient. We have the Prince of Swords, who is somebody who likes to be very quick, and it is one of the quickest knights or the quickest princess in the tarot. And I feel like you are sometimes kind of impatient and disorganized. We have the air energy from the swords and it being reversed. I feel like there's some disorganization there, and as well as a lack of direction, which is probably why you wanted this tarot reading for your potential. And I also feel like with the Sun reversed is that when you do have a setback, your pessimistic, impatient side really holds on to that negativity, to that setback that happens. And sometimes it is a setback that is very, very rough. So I don't mean to invalidate the setbacks that you have gone through, but I'm saying that it's not necessary to hold on to that negativity for as long as you might be doing. So let's see what your path is. We have the Five of Swords, we have the Two of Cups, and then we have the Nine of Swords reversed. So this tells me that your path is about overcoming any anxiety that you have. What is it that makes you so negative sometimes? The Nine of Swords is like the anxiety card, but having it be reversed makes me feel like you're maybe already on a path to overcome your anxiety, to overcome your negativity. That is something that you're already working on, which is why it probably picks up your energies about your negativity so much, because you are very aware of you being negative. And then we have the Two of Cups, which means that there is somebody in your life this is your path. So there's somebody that is going to help you reach your potential. There's somebody on your path who's going to help you. You don't have to reach your potential all alone. It's totally okay to have support. And this could be like a romantic partner. Maybe I get the feeling that you might be either in a relationship with somebody who's very supportive, or you have a very close friendship with somebody who is supportive. This could also be a teacher if you're currently in school and that is your path to your potential for you. Then this could be a teacher that you are close with. But your path is definitely not meant to be walked alone. It could mean that there's somebody who is very supportive of your path, of your potential, or it could be somebody who is on the same path as you, who has the same kind of path or potential or goal as you. And then we have the Five of the Five of Swords. This is an interesting depiction of this card. This is a card of struggle, and that means that I definitely do feel like we haven't seen your potential yet, but we have your path here. It's not going to be very easy, but you're going to overcome the struggles, the difficulties. There might be, this card also represents some sort of a betrayal or compromise, and that is where the energy of the Two of Cups can come in for you, that there is somebody who you thought was very close to you that is gonna betray you. But that could be a message for some of you, but I feel like for most of you, they're gonna help you overcome the struggle. That is what I'm getting here. So your path, kind of short summary, You don't have to do it alone. There are people who would love to help you, who love to support you, overcome your fears, overcome your anxiety. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be struggle, but let's now look at your potential. Oh, okay. We have the Eight of Cups, which you can see is about moving on, going forward. And this doesn't have to be negative. I feel like moving on is something that is not easy to do. It requires a lot of strength. We have the Three of Swords, which is, it feels like a very negative card. It doesn't have to be. It can be a release of something. It can be closure. It can be recovery. So the struggles that you're going through, that you are going to recover from those struggles. You're going to recover from your negativity. You're going to recover from your anxiety, from all of that. So that is definitely, this doesn't have to be a negative card in my opinion. But it can be that some of your path, this combination is like leaving behind. It doesn't have to be a person, because this is about you, your path, your potential. It could be that you're leaving certain traits of yourself behind, and that you're cutting off certain traits of yourself, like maybe impatient, rudeness towards yourself, negativity. That is more what I'm feeling here than necessarily leaving behind a person. And we have the Prince of Discs, which is interesting to me because here we have the Prince of Swords reversed. The Prince of Swords is like the quickest prince or the quickest knight in the tarot. And the Prince of Discs, or the Knight of Pentacles, is the slowest, the one that is standing still. So I feel like there is a lot of impatience in you that you're working on, and I definitely feel like this is somewhere where you can definitely go from the Prince of Swords reversed all the way to the Prince of Discs. I get the feeling that patience is gonna come, that patience and hard work, determination, being more grounded and really feeling responsible for yourself, and knowing that you are responsible for your own success, and really feeling that, how do I want to say it? Feeling that accomplishment is what I'm getting at. Ooh, so is there anything else that I wanted to? I think that is it for the tarot cards. So let's get into the intuition cards. These are Dutch, so I will translate them for you. We have verbinding, connection, find connection with others. Find connection with others, because sometimes you can't do things alone, which is interesting that I pulled it next to the Two of Cups and the Princess of Wands. I feel like the Princess of Wands definitely has that confidence, and sometimes maybe a little bit of that cockiness of wanting to start new things, and they are doing this together. So I feel like it is interesting that this card comes up, connection, find connection with others, because some things you can't do alone. I think that is a good reminder. Then we have vernieuwing, which is renewal. This is the right moment to start something new. Listen to yourself and keep your thoughts positive. It literally says, hou je gedachten positief. Keep your thoughts positive. What do we have here with the Sun card reverse, which indicated your negativity, your pessimism. And here it literally says, start something new and keep your thoughts positive. So if you needed any more, positivity or any more encouraging things to be positive, there it is. And now we have aromatherapy. Ooh, I have never done this, but if you are you into essential oils? Maybe I feel like this card encourages you to get more into essential oils, or even if you're not really into essential oils, I'm personally not really, then maybe scents of other things. It could be perfumes, it could be I got this with this box that I got these cards from. I got an aura spray, and that's very herbally, and I really like smelling that, and that really gives me some sort of energy. So there's maybe something that is aromatic that can help you in some way. And we have 10, clear your energy field. Here she's using a bundle of herbs that you can use to cleanse your energy field. I feel like you need to really cleanse yourself of this negativity, of this pessimism. I don't know why I keep struggling to say that. So let's grab one last oracle card. We have Clover, release your guilt. Is there something, I pulled it on top of the Two of Cups. Is there something that you feel guilty about? It could be that you feel guilty about doing something to yourself. It could be feeling guilty about something that you did to somebody else. It says here, release your guilt. So whatever it is that you feel guilty about, whether it is the current mindset that you have, that you feel guilty, that you keep you keep holding yourself back, release your guilt and don't hold on to the negativity. Don't hold on to your pessimism. Don't hold on to your guilt that you aren't reaching your full potential yet. Instead, start looking at what it is that you can do to reach your full potential. That is kind of what I'm getting here. Oh, so pile number 3. I hope this reading resonated with you. I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. What are the steps that you're gonna take? What is it that you are taking away from this reading for you? I would love to hear from you. I first of all want to thank you so much for watching. And if you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the links in the pinned comment. You can book a reading with me through Etsy, through my Buy Me a Coffee page, or soon you will also be able to go through my website and get a reading there. If you want to support me on my channel, you can subscribe to this channel. You can give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, anything you want. I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, pile number 4. You chose the Magical Dogs tarot deck as well as the Angel Aura quartz. So I haven't used this deck on camera yet. I have used it for a couple of personal tarot readings, and I have felt like it has given me very insightful, very personable readings. So let's see what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to pull 3 cards to represent you, 3 cards to represent your path, and 3 cards to represent your potential. And then I'm going to pull some oracle cards for some additional messages. So this is actually the deck that made me really want to read reversals, because there's a guidebook with this, and I really like this guidebook. You're going to see in the flip through that I'm going to be uploading on Sunday if you want to see more of this deck. But yeah, okay, so I want 3 cards to represent you. Now I want 3 cards to represent your path, and 3 cards to represent your potential. Let's see. Yes, these 2. Okay, so let's start with the cards that represent you. We have the 8 of Sky, we have the Sea Guardian, and we have the Moon. So with the Moon, the first thing that comes to mind is that you are very intuitive. So maybe you are kind of spiritual, you do tarot yourself, or there's some other way that you are being intuitive, that you're being spiritual, but also at the same time, yeah, okay, so we have this card here. You can see the dog is howling at the moon because that is what they feel intuitively, instinctively that they need to do. So that is why it makes me feel like you are very intuitive. Another thing that I always associate with the card of the moon is that secrets. So that you maybe are secretive, whether that is about your spiritual path, about the way that you are intuitive. Maybe you do tarot and people, or a lot of people, don't really know about it, and that is something that is sort of holding you back. But that is what I'm getting here, is that you are intuitive, you are probably on your own spiritual path. And then the next thing that catches my eye is the Eight of Sky. What you can see here in this card, and what I love about this deck, is that everything seems to be a little bit different in this deck, and I like that. We have this dog here who is exhausted. Usually in the Eight of Sky, this is the Eight of Swords. You can see them being very restricted, and I mean, there is a fence here, probably being up to keep this dog either in or out of wherever. So there is something about restrictions, and you can see here in this card that the dog is getting ready to get out of the restrictions. He looks rough. He doesn't look like he's been taken very well care of. So this tells me that you haven't really been taking care of yourself in the way that you could have. You've been either keeping yourself, I feel like you've been keeping yourself in your own little bubble maybe, and that could be because of the whole lockdown, everything, and you've really been keeping to yourself. You've really been keeping in your own little bubble, and you haven't really gone out of that bubble, and you haven't really let many people into your bubble. But I feel like you are finally ready to get out of there. And then we have the Sea Guardian, which is the Knight of Cups. This is somebody, you can see here, the dog is walking through the water, walking through the sea. There are fishes that are going with them, which makes me feel like you do have the need of connecting to more people, whether that is emotionally or in whatever kind of way, whether that is spiritually or maybe even both. Yeah, that is what I'm getting here. So this represents you, where the energies that it's picking up on you right now, which intuition, spirituality, the need for comfort. And whether that is that you want to give it to people, like you want to offer your comfort, your nurturing to other people, or whether that is something that you are feeling that you need to receive right now. There is also like an emotional vulnerability with the Sea Guardian. So that is an energy that is being picked up on. And we have with the Eight of Sky, being in your own little bubble, but wanting to get out of there, but maybe not being really sure how. So that is what this reading will be mostly based on. Let's see. This is your path. We have the Six of Sea, we have the Fool, and we have the Ace of Sea. So we have quite a bit of water energy, because the card of the Moon is associated with Pisces, which is a water sign. We have sea, 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 and yeah. So your path, you're gonna have to let people in. With the Ace of Sea is a card of new opportunities, more, how do I want to say this, more emotional opportunities, opportunities of new emotions coming in, compassion, also intuition, love, happiness. You need to allow yourself to receive happiness. You're gonna have to let people in. We also have the Six of Sea, which is a lot of puppies and dogs all playing together, just really nostalgic, childhood, playful. So, okay, we already had that you are kind of keeping into your little bubble. And what I'm getting here is that you need to let people into your bubble. You need to let people into your personal, maybe even into your spiritual space. And you need to be a little bit more carefree. And I know that is something that is not easy to do. It's easier said than done. And with the Fool here in the middle too, you need to be a little bit more carefree. You can see here, they're being carefree. They're just jumping into this sea, into this lake, whatever it is. It's a time of healing. It's a peaceful time, nostalgia, childhood, maybe old friends. It's simple joys like playing in a lake together, playing in some kind of water together. And I feel like you have been pushing people out, and this really tells me that you need to be more open towards people. You're gonna have to, like I said, but it really is something that I'm feeling really strongly. You have to let people in. You have to start letting more people in. Maybe there's a reason that you haven't let people in, that you have put your guards up, and that you have been putting restrictions down when it comes to friendships, when it comes to relationships. And the Fool is a card of freedom, of opportunity, of innocence and beginnings. And I feel like you need to channel your inner Fool. Look at this little guy. I love this card. We have the Fool there just walking, and what is funny to me is that in the regular Fool card you have a human almost walking off a cliff, and they have a dog right beside them. But this is the dog tarot, or the magical dogs tarot. So the dog takes place of the human, and this butterfly takes the place of the dog. So what we have here in this card, I personally see a lot. The butterfly is a symbol of transformation. So your path, the center of your path is transformation of yourself. And whether you use your spirituality, you use your whatever it is, you're not going to have to do this alone. There are people who love you. There are people who care about you, who want to support you. And you need to connect with those people. You need to find those people. You need to, or reconnect. This is a card of reunion. There are people that you have put boundaries up with that you didn't need to. So lower your boundaries and see who is coming towards you, and really go with your intuition to feel like who you can trust and who you can let in to help you with your transformation and to reach your potential. So let's see what we have here for your potential. We have the Eight of Fire, changes, developments, quick developments that are positive. We have Fire Puppy, which is the Page of Wands, which indicates new beginnings, the start of something new, being ambitious about starting new things. So right now you are feeling exhausted, you are not in the place where you want to be right now, and the Fire Puppy is somebody who you can channel for, how do I want to say this? The Fire Puppy is somebody who is very enthusiastic about starting new things, and that is maybe something that you have been lacking because you have put up all of your boundaries. And then we have the Five of Sea, which this is a funny image. We here have, usually this is the Five of Cups. You have 3 cups that are empty, and you have 2 cups that are being upright, and it's about the person in the card not seeing their full potential. Which is interesting that this is actually being put into your potential, which makes me feel like if you keep your boundaries up, if you keep not letting people in, you aren't going to reach your full potential. And that is something that is a little hard to hear maybe. I feel like the Fire Puppy is your main card here because it is in the middle. So you need to channel your inner Fire Puppy, your inner Page of Wands, being optimistic and being ambitious and opening yourself up to new ideas. That is what I'm getting here. And the Eight of Fire is also associated with new opportunities and forward movement. So this is your potential, right? And I feel like as long as you channel your inner Fire Puppy, then the Eight of Fire will happen. New opportunities will come. There will be momentum. You will feel more excited about your potential, about your path, about your life. But if you keep your boundaries up, then this is what is going to happen. You're just going to fall into this pit of negativity is what I'm almost feeling. This, I don't want to say this, basically that you're not gonna reach the full potential that you have. You're just gonna feel guilt, you're gonna feel regret about not opening yourself up to people. You're gonna pity yourself. You're gonna be in this self-pity kind of thing that you don't want. Well, I don't think you want that. So okay, I want to pull some oracle cards right now. These are Dutch intuition cards. We have gezondheid, which means health. Take care of yourself and of your health, because it will give you positive energy. Again, we have the positivity and being more positive. And we have vertrouwen, which means trust yourself or trust the situation. And I think that is a really powerful message. That is definitely something that you need to hear right now. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust yourself to let the right people in, take care of your health. I think that is very powerful. I also want to pull some cards from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. We have plan a vacation. This doesn't necessarily have to mean to literally hop on a plane and go on a vacation, but it can be maybe a day out or a weekend away, whether that is by yourself, to really recharge yourself and your intuition and to open yourself up spiritually, mentally, or it can mean open yourself up to people and going on vacation or taking a day off or whatever with somebody else. But you need to, and I feel like this goes well with the taking care of yourself, your health, and positive energy, to just get out of whatever it is that you're in right now. Just get out of it, whether that is for a week, a day, a couple of hours, an afternoon, whatever, but to kind of get out of it. Oh, and we have take a walk, which is always I love taking a walk. I have a dog myself, which is why I was attracted to this tarot deck. And I love taking a walk. You can see here that you have this person and there is inside on where the heart is, they are taking a walk. And you have the mountains, which represents more opportunities, and in the distance, I mean, that is what it represents to me. And to just go for a walk, whether that is, I feel like these two almost go together, because planification, they want to encourage you to get out of your current rut almost. But you can also do that if you aren't feeling like actually going on vacation, because it can cost a lot of money. It's a lot to take on. It's okay to just take a walk, to go out for, I don't know, an hour or whatever, how long you can, and to just be out of your current situation, be out of your current mindset. Let's see, I want to pull one more card from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. I love how empowering this deck is. We have Castle. It's time for healing, not war. I feel like this is kind of representative of you right now, especially with the Eight of Sky. You are looking around yourself and there is a lot that has changed recently, is what I'm getting. You haven't really been able to handle all of that change. And it says here, it's time for healing. You need to start healing yourself instead of fighting back as everything that has been changing. You need to go more with the flow, to move on and really heal yourself. It says here, health, take care of yourself. Because it gives you positive energy. Take a walk, let people in, and knowing that you don't have to all do it alone, and open yourself up to new thoughts, to new ideas, to new opportunities. Pile number 4, this was your reading. I hope you are doing well. If you want to book a personal one-on-one reading, you can do so through the links in the pinned comment, either through my Etsy shop or my Buy Me a Coffee page. I would love to hear from you, if anything, or what resonated, what you're going to take away from this reading. I would love to hear from you in the comments. You can subscribe to this channel for more pick a card readings. You can I would really appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up and leave anything you want in the comments down below. I'm gonna thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.